Today, I'm looking to build the NFL's first ever 20-0 team that wins the Super Bowl, but with a little bit of a twist. This 20-0 potential team is going to have the opportunity to earn superpowers. From super speed to becoming a giant to super strength, we are going to see if this superpower team can go 20-0 and win the Super Bowl. But first things first, we got the wheel of NFL teams where I am going to start building my team to potentially go 20-0. And we are going to start with a player from the Rams. To fill this team, I'm going to need a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, an offensive line, and a defense. And the first player we're going to add to our potential 20-0 team is none other than Puka Nacua. Now, we can use a team more than once, so if I land on the Rams again at any point, I could take another player from the Rams, as we're next going to head to the Green Bay Packers. And from the Packers, I'm going to take one of my 2 running backs, with the first one being Josh Jacobs. I'm liking the team already, and we have no superpowers, and we haven't even filled up the team yet, as we're going to move on to the Chicago Bears. I think I know where I'm going to go, but let's see. I am going to go ahead and take the entire Chicago Bears offensive line for this team. The Bears have one of the best offensive lines in football today. Their Madden rating's not that great. From the Washington Commanders, let's see who we're going to grab. I'm going to grab our second wide receiver of the video. That's going to be Scary Terry McLaurin. A 1-2 wide receiver combo of Puka Nacua, Terry McLaurin, already looking really good. As we're going to move on, give it to me. Give it to me, the Kansas City Chiefs. You know where we're going. Our team will be quarterbacked by 97 overall Patrick Mahomes. And with the NFL and Madden loving Mahomes, we might win the Super Bowl and might go 20-0 without the superpowers and without even finishing the rest of the team. Oh, I was hoping I was going to get the Texans at some point, because I will be taking what has been the best NFL defense this season in its entirety to our team. So now we just need 1 more wide receiver, 1 running back, and 2 tight ends, as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And give me 91 overall Mike Evans. Our wide receivers are stacked. We got a good offensive line, great defense. We got Mahomes throwing the ball. We got Josh Jacobs. And from the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's either going to be a running back or 2 tight ends. And instead of going with Travis Etienne, who's a good second running back, I'm going to hope we get someone better. So I'm going to go with my second tight end here in Brenton Strange. That pick could come back to bite me. We will have to see with the last 2 picks here. If we got the Buffalo Bills, I'm going with my running back, and we got the Bills. So give me the running back duo of James Cook to pair with Josh Jacobs. Now let's see which team we're going to end off with. It'll be the Detroit Lions. I'm going to take Sam Laporta right away. I don't even have to really go look at it in Madden. We're taking Laporta as our final pick. And this is what our starting offense is going to look like all on one team. And here's that Texans defense that might change throughout the season or in future years. I'll explain. This video will be 3 years long, so I'll have 3 seasons to potentially go 20-0 with this team. Now, at the beginning of each season, I am going to be turning 1 player on offense and 1 player on defense into a super powered player. For each of the 3 seasons, before we begin, I will unbox one of these random boxes that will give us a superpower for 1 player on offense and defense. Number 2, we got the Hulk Strength, where on offense, I actually gave our Super Hulk Strength to our left tackle, Braxton Jones, to hopefully keep Mahomes protected. And on the defensive side of the ball, it went to defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins to make him a 96 overall defensive tackle. I decided that it was pretty smart to protect Mahomes, that way he could stay clean in the pocket, make the offensive line even better. And then on defense, we have guys like Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. that are great off the edge already. Why not boost another defensive player to a mid-90 overall in Sheldon Rankins? And one more thing, after this first season, for our next 2, I will have a potential challenge that I can complete. And if I do, I'll be able to add any NFL player I want on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball for the next 2 years. So that means we could add a potential 4 NFL superstars to get to the end of this video and potentially go 20-0. So it's finally game time, and we will start in week number 1 as we're going to check out the offense and defense for a drive or 2, sim to the end of this first game, then skip to the playoffs to see if we are in and what our record is. If we go 20-0 in the first season, that would be quite impressive, but this team is stacked. I don't absolutely rule it out. So let's see. We're going to skip to the next play. It looks like we'll be getting the ball first on offense. So we will start with Patrick Mahomes. I'm curious to see what we can do with Puka Nacua, Mike Evans, a great offensive line, Terry McLaurin, 2 elite running backs. This offense is absolutely stacked. Let's see. Mahomes He's going to throw on the first play, and he's going to hit his receiver. It is dropped. I think that's the former Ram. I think that was Puka Nacua that was trying to make that grab. That one going to be incomplete, though. And on the ground goes James Cook. Their jersey number's a bit different than the ones they wear on their actual teams, and the Rams defense have come to play with 2 big hits. If we go 3 and out on the first drive, that would be crazy. If we go 3 and out, that would be crazy. Mahomes protected nicely and slinging that across the field, and down the field goes. I think that's going to be, and then that's going to be a run to James Cook with the best offensive line in the league. James Cook inside the 10. This offense is looking good on our first drive. Let's punch this in for 6. We're going to check out the defense, skip to the end of this game, and we better be 1-0. We might actually do this in the first season. That would be crazy if we can go 20-0, but we do have a superpower and a great team that I built. And that's going to be a touchdown. The former Ram, Puka Nacua's in for 6. Wait, Nico Collins is on this team. The Rams made a good pickup in Nico Collins. They got no more Puka, so now they got Nico as a 1-2 combo with Devontae. It makes sense. I released pretty much all the top players that were on the Texans that weren't included on that wheel, so the defense completely stayed. But guys like Nico Collins and injured 90 overall Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, those guys were released and open for the public to get across the league. Do not let Kyron get this first down. They're really going to score a touchdown against my defense right now. On his former teammate, Nico Collins, and now they're going to go for it. You got a goal line stand right here. X factor for Stingley. 4th and goal from the 3. That'd be big time. And it's caught for a touchdown. Wide open was Atwell. I don't even know what was happening right there. The Rams really just scored. Our offense, though, shouldn't be stopped much. Our defense, they got to settle in. Second quarter, they're getting up 13 points. I don't like that at all. 2014? Are we really going to lose the first game? What is happening? The offense could clutch up. There's no doubt. They clutch up 32-29. But we're in overtime. I got to jump in. I mean, we are literally in overtime. Have we gotten the ball first? We got the ball first. They're gonna end this. Wait, we have the ball? Who has the ball right now? It says we do, I think. I am confused. I think we did have the ball first, so we are gonna punt it away. Come on, guys. We got to end this game. Fumble recovered by the Texans defense, and we recover and narrowly escape game 1 with the win. I was going to jump in live on the field when we got the ball back with Mahomes in overtime, but we barely squeak out of game 1. Let's see if we run the table now. Well, after the first season has been simulated and finished, I do have some good news, but I also have some bad news. We were the #1 team in the AFC, going 12-5 and clinched a bye, but we have 5 losses too many, which means we got to head to season number 2. And the first order of business for season number 2 is unlocking our next superpower for our offense and defense. And that'll bring us back to our boxes containing our superpowers. I'm going to go at number 4. We're getting a giant on both sides of the ball. So let's start off by making Patrick Mahomes 7 feet tall. And good luck dealing with a 7-foot tall Will Anderson Jr. on the defensive line. And now that we're headed into year 2, like I said earlier, before the beginning of the next seasons, we have the opportunity to complete a challenge to earn a player on offense and defense from any team that I want. So we head straight back to a new set of boxes where I'm looking to unbox a challenge. A 99-yard touchdown. Now for this challenge, I get 5 minutes to do it, and you are going to see maybe a couple of different players than you actually would in franchise. I'm not doing it in franchise mode this practice for some reason. It wouldn't let me practice in franchise. So I am just in normal Madden practice mode. But we do have guys like Puka. We do have Terry McLaurin out here. We got James Cook, Josh Jacobs. I don't have like Mike Evans, Sam Laporta, because they're injured in the actual NFL right now. So you can't trade them unless you're in franchise mode. So right now, I do not have those guys. But I still have Mahomes as a 7-foot tall giant, if you can't tell. And I'm airing this thing out to Puka, and it's incomplete. I gotta be honest, I'm not even sure exactly what positions I would upgrade, but I'm gonna have to make that. No way! Terry McLaurin wide open, and Mahomes sailed it over his head. How about this time? And it's broken up. Cooper DeJean got back there. Torch Cooper DeJean. And then Mahomes overthrew him as a 7-foot giant. That doesn't make any sense. What about this time? Get it to Puka. Go, Puka. Doesn't go. This offensive line practice mode. The offensive line always stinks for some reason. What an arm by Mahomes! And Terry comes down with it, but about 30 yards too short. Unbelievable throw by Patrick Mahomes. This time, Bazooka got Terry, but it's a little, I guess, underthrown. He had to go up for that one. Didn't really hit him in stride. Come on, we're going to get there. Terry literally has double me. Mahomes has, and that one's broken up as I was almost brought down. He had double me. All I had to do was get it to him. We probably were walking in for 6. Puka. Puka, go. Puka, go. It's Puka Nacua. Can he win the foot race against Dejean? Puka. Go! He could go all the way. Touchdown. We got 2 players. The player I'm going to take on offense from the Bengals is JAMARR Chase. And on the defensive side of the ball, we need help on the back end of the defense, so I'm going with Kyle Hamilton from the Ravens. And here's what our offense for year number 2 is going to look like with JAMARR Chase joining in a giant Patrick Mahomes. And Kyle Hamilton will 100% help the back end of this Texans defense. We're going to start year number 2 exactly the way we started year number 1 by jumping into week 1 to seeing what we can do against this Ravens offense now with Kyle Hamilton in there. A giant, look how big Will Anderson Jr. is. If he tackles you, you are fumbling. He is a giant 7 feet tall on the defensive line. And we took Kyle Hamilton from this Ravens team, which should help us win this game and start off 1-0. We went 12-5 last. This team only got better defensively and offensively. I will say, it looks like Mike Evans either retired or left this team. So we had a JAMARR Chase. It is what it is. I'm not too mad about it. And Will Anderson's going to be dangerous. And Mahomes is just as big at 7 feet tall. If I was on PC, you could make him like 100 feet tall. I am still on console. So the most I can do is a 7 foot tall Patrick Mahomes. We got an 8-yard run by James Cook. James Cook has been good from the time I've been jumping in with him here. Mahomes should have no problem seeing over the entire offensive line. He should see the entire field. He should see wide open receivers, and we have great receivers out there. And don't forget, our left tackle has super strength of the Hulk. So Mahomes has not been getting attacked from that blind side, and there's a touchdown to our new receiver. Welcome to the team, 99 overall, JAMARR Chase. And let's see if we absolutely destroy the Ravens. They actually score on our defense. We're in the second quarter. They're taking the lead. There's no way. I was hoping we'd dominate them. Our defense is now starting to give up way too many points. Why do we have to have an insane week 1 every single time? Why can't we blow the other team out? Are we really going to overtime back to back? We're going to lose. We lost in week 1. Are you kidding me? Straight to year 3, our final year. Well, we're going to get one more superpower to add for an offensive and defensive player. Let's see what it's going to be. It will be the speed of the Flash. It'll also have the change of direction, spin move, and juke move of the Flash at a 99. And on the defensive side of the ball, we are going to have safety Kalen Bullock being 99 speed, acceleration, agility, change of direction. I apologize if I mispronounced his name also. And now we have my challenge to earn another player on offense and defense. The blindfold touchdown, which means it's time for the blindfold touchdown. Now, what we do for the blindfold touchdown, I am in a preseason game, so it doesn't affect what happens in the regular season, will not affect our record. As soon as the ball is snapped, the blindfold must go on. I can change my routes, whatever I want, before the play begins. I have my volume all the way up. And what I'm really going to do we have a catch? Do we have a catch? I hope we have a catch. I think the play is over. It's 2nd and 10. All right, so that's not what we want. Do I try to give it to like James Cook, who now is the speed of the Flash, and just hope he keeps on running? My volume is all the way up because all I can do is hear. Oh, we got nice blocking over there on the left. I'm going to give it to Cook, and I'm going to hope he runs for a touchdown. All right, he's got the ball. Go, Cook. I hear tackles. How many yards did we get? We got a first down. That's not bad at all. I will take that. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try to just keep throwing shots down the field. Send a JAMARR deep. That's my play. I think we snapped. Mahomes, you're a giant. Throw that thing. Does Chase have the ball? He's caught it, 1st and goal at the 3. The blindfold touchdown. Are you kidding? All right, this should be, if we don't get it now, that would be very disappointing. All I need to do is snap it and run it with Cook. Don't get me to 3rd and goal. Just run it in, James. I'm going wherever it leads me. If I run into my offensive lineman, that might be a problem. Do we have a touchdown? We have scored the blindfold touchdown. Let's go. Year 3, I'm going to improve the offensive line. I'm going to add Creed Humphrey. And our final addition on the defensive side of the ball, I really need a middle linebacker, so I'm going with Fred Warner. And here's a look at the most stacked offense we have had the entire video. This has to be the best offense in the NFL. And the defense is almost as stacked. This has to be the year. And what I'm going to do now is skip to the middle of the season. I'm not even going to jump in for week 1. And then hopefully we can sim to the playoffs still undefeated. Jump in. If we do lose a game, I still want to see how we end the season, maybe with a Super Bowl win.
A few moments later.
And we're 5-2 through 7 games. So sadly, it looks like you cannot go 20-0, even with a superpowered team filled with some of the best NFL players in the entire world. Truthfully, I thought we were going to get it done. Now I want to skip to the end of the season, check out the stats, and see if we can win a Lombardi trophy at the end of this video, at least. We are the best team in the NFL, but we have still not done better than 12-5, which we did in the first season. I'm honestly shocked about that. So we have the bye to start off the playoffs here. So we're going to skip to the divisional. That'll be our first game. Then we're going to skip that game. Hopefully we're in the AFC Championship. And then hopefully we are in the Super Bowl. We're taking on the Raiders. We are not losing to the Raiders. Mahomes does not lose to the Raiders when it matters. He's not losing. No way. No way. We are in the AFC Championship. I have no doubt about it. And he's taking on the Chiefs. Are you kidding me? It's Mahomes taking on the Chiefs. How are they in the AFC Championship without him? And without Creed Humphrey. That's crazy. Kelsey has to be retired by now. And did we win or lose? I don't know if we made the Super Bowl. Please tell me we're in the Super. Oh, we're in. I think we're in. I think we're in the Super Bowl.
A few moments later.
We will take on the Green Bay Packers. Here come our opponents, the Green Bay Packers. Looks like Jordan Love has made a Super Bowl. Maybe he's won one already. I have no idea what's happened the other couple of seasons we've been here. But here comes Mahomes. As we are, I don't even know if we've won the Super Bowl. I just realized we might have won a Super Bowl or two with this team. I just didn't care unless we were 20-0. Now I want to end it with a Lombardi. So if we have won the last 2 years, we better make it a three-peat. Let's see what we can do. The Texans have never won the Super Bowl. So if we win this one, I will know how many we've won at the end of the video. I can check. So let's see. I want to go ahead and take a look at our offense. 7-foot-tall Mahomes, the Hulk strength left tackle, the Flash James Cook at running back, and elite wide receivers everywhere you look. And we somehow didn't go 20-0. The best we could do is 12-5. I'm honestly shocked. I thought maybe like 16-1 in the regular season, 15-2, 12-5 is not that great. This team probably could have did that without superpowers. There's JAMARR Chase as he gets close to the 50. I'd love to get a touchdown on 3rd and 3 at the 18. Let's keep this drive alive. We're going for this on 4th down. Mahomes protected beautifully. And there's a giant Mahomes running for the touchdown. And you're not going to bring him down until he's in. He's so big, the ball is going to cross that goal line. Rushing touchdown for Patrick Mahomes. But now the Packers might take it right back. We're tied at 28. Are we going to go to overtime here? Here comes our offense. 5 minutes to go. Get in this end zone. We're going to watch it. 3.5 minutes to go. Get in the end zone. Get in for 6 and shut this Packers team down and walk away with the Lombardi. There's a giant QB sneak by giant Mahomes. He just got 3 yards, I think, on a QB sneak, just going right up the middle because he's so big. 1st and goal now from the 5. And let's see if the Flash James Cook gets in. If he gets in and turns a corner, nobody's catching him with 99 speed, but he runs right into tacklers. Packers were off sides to start 2nd and goal, so we move the ball up to the 3-yard line, where we are going to have James Cook on a screen and a James Cook touchdown to take the lead. Got to get in the end zone with 2 timeouts, 16 seconds, and a great defense that we have. There's just no way, right? Jordan Love completes it. No way to the 11. To the 11 with 11 seconds left. Matthew Golden makes the grade. Will they go for 2 for the Super Bowl? That'd be crazy. Or will we have overtime? Shut him down, please. 1 sack. 1 sack. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft. You can't make this up. And they're going for 2. Do not lose right now. Shut them down. They run it. He has it. Are you kidding me? A walk-off 2-point conversion for Caleb Johnson. And the last play, Mahomes gets sacked. Unbelievable ending. We are a Super Bowl team. Maybe we've won one at some point throughout this simulation, but there's no way we just lost like